What is going on, guys? It's Ben from the Parker Brothers and welcome back to another fishing video. Today you join me down my local water, which is a lake called Longbridge Lakes, where sort of basically the channel was born, if you like. I mean, this was some of the first videos I'd done up here, although it wasn't the first video. There was some of the very first videos all them years ago when I come up here and sort of started creating content for YouTube in the Parker Brothers YouTube channel. So you join me up here for the next 24 hours. Pretty much got the lake to myself. There's one other guy fishing, which is over to my right, and he's only doing the day. I'm up here. I've brung fruit and nut with me and OG fish. I've mixed the both, although I'm primarily fruit and nut, to be honest. I've got some 18 mils and some 14s. I've scalded them prior to coming because, to be honest with you, I forgot to get the bait out, and you know how it is, you guys. I don't want to be fishing with marbles and frozen bait, so I just scorched them, put some of the sauce over the top of them, and within minutes they become very, very soft and perfect for what I need, what I want. So hopefully I can bag a few. It's looking good. I've perched myself sort of in a, they're called the picnic swim, I think this particular one is. It's got like a bench behind you, probably one of the most fish pegs here, to be honest with you, but I've done that, and the reason in that, I know a lot of my customers have been coming up here catching fish from these particular pegs on our bait, the fruit and nut in particular, and it's been primarily the 10 millers people have been putting in, and a lot's been going in. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I've got two rods out in the island. I've got a little rod, sleeper rod down here to my left. Like I said, 24 hours. I'm going to bring you on my journey, and hopefully I can nick a few. It's going to be a little bit embarrassing if I don't, because like I said, I've had a few of the Parker Baits ambassadors coming up, and they've been absolutely ripping up trees. And when I mean ripping up in trees, sort of having numerous fish. You know, Corey was up here the other night. I think he'd done a couple of nights. He had something like 17 fish or 14 fish. It was something like that. Lewis, another one of the Parker Baits ambassadors, every single time he comes up here, he seems to catch some good ones. And not only that, there was a scaly banger in the mix, which I've not really seen the fish before, to be honest, come out, so that's got me excited. But what I will say is, guys, before I start this video, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and hopefully I'm going to bring you an absolute banger. I'll see you in a bit. So update time really. I thought I'd just keep in the loop with exactly what I'm doing. It's about 2:30 now. I got here quite late, to be fair. Rods. So out here, and I've actually seen a fish show on me, so probably about 20 minutes ago. So I've just redone the rods. Basically on the right hand rod I've got an OG fruit and nut wafter, and the left hand rod I think it's an OG fish one. I've just done opposites with little toppers on, little yellow toppers, and little bags as well with bullion. That's that. This rod, I've got Mr. Rob the Robbins on there, literally down there right in front of me. I've got two nets to be safe, you know. I've got a net over there, net over there, so I'm 100% safe fishing. If I catch a fish on this rod, I've got a net there to deal with it. It's all very well being clever with stuff, but I think you just need to be ahead of the game with nets, because we've all been there. You set your rod up on a margin spot and you get no net, and you hook into a fish, and you're calling your mate saying, mate, I'm in. But anyway, that's the update for now. I'm going to just lock onto the water the next couple of hours really, because I'm really light today, so if I need to move I will, but I have seen a fish on the spot, so it'd be silly to move at the moment. But I'm going to consistently keep watching and see if the fish tell me to do otherwise. So I'll see you in a bit. Woof! Look at the chop on the water now. It is absolutely smashing down this way, and I'm so glad I got a bit just off the wind here, where I said earlier I can't, you know, that's active, that rod. Come on, look at it, mate. So it's just coming up to 4 o'clock now, and literally the last couple of hours I've just been locked on, haven't taken my eyes off the water, and I've seen a second show sort of just over to the left there. So I have swung one round over to the left, and that's sort of sitting lovely, got a donk. It's actually got to be a couple of foot over there, it's not shallow. Taking a couple of seconds to hit and get like a donk, but it's not long, don't take long. But yeah, that's the update for now. That's all I've seen. I've had a single beep on the far left rod, or the one in front of me, but like I say, the two out there, nothing on, no beeps or nothing on the two rods, but I've seen that's two shows, and I've seen just off the spot of where I've put a little bit of bait. So come on the carp. Right, well, I thought I'd just keep in the loop really of what's going on. It is the sun is right in front of me now. It's lovely, sort of coming down over the back there, but no real action, to be honest, the last couple of hours. I mean, I looked out and I've seen another show just off to the left of the spot, and I've got a rod on that. It was literally over my rod, so maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. But the wind is still absolutely mowing down this end. It's just relentless. There's no other word for it. It just keeps going the end. But obviously I've got a banker rod there. I am sort of in the zone, if you like, but whether I sort of pull off that spot over the duration next couple of hours and then start playing about with other bits over there, because there's a particular bit where it comes around, sweeps around the corner. It's sort of, there's like a little cubby hole, if you like, next to the swim, and the wind is literally going directly into that. So that's an option as well. I could flick a single bag out there or something like that and try that. That's an option. Or obviously the main bowl where this little bay is, you can go right down the end, and obviously again it's been slaying down that end, so you would imagine that I'm sure there is fish down there. It's pushing fish down that end. I did have a little look about 25 minutes ago, standard there as you do, looked out, no real signs or anything, walked right around the margins and stuff, because there is a lot of ghosties in here, and there is a real nice ghosty in there, and you know, you can sometimes you can sort of see them. They're there. It's not deep, massively deep here, and it's not gin clear by any means, the water here, but you can sort of see them koi / ghosties they're quite apparent, quite obvious, if you like. So yeah, that's the update for now, guys. I'm going to sit back. I'm literally just going to enjoy the last couple of hours with this sun. Like Jay, it's just quite pleasant, to be honest. It's absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to sit back now and literally just keep watching the water and see if I can nick one. Come on, the carp. Well, keep in the loop really. It's now, what time? It's like just gone 7. Yeah, 7:30 it is, and I've just been locked on. Very strangely quiet. Been hearing a few sort of show, but I'm not gonna be too hasty, because I'm gonna sort of wait and hold off before I start moving the rods. It is still early doors, and from previous sessions up here and from what mates have told me at the moment, customers, etc., that come up here, the bite time's sort of after 10 o'clock, and there's been doing a load of bites throughout the night, so I'm willing to do a night shift tonight. Don't have a problem doing that. I'm already starting to feel, I'm quite tired already, to be honest with you, but I've been sat there and this has happened. Can you see that? My whole finger there has been done. What have I done? I've left my spod rod over there on the floor, stupidly, naively. It's my fault, and obviously I'm just messy. I put my hands in the bucket, get it all over my spod glove, and they've just chewed it and they've eaten all the same. So I need to buy another one of them now, another £15 down the pipe. It's like when you lose a spawn now, you crack off with a spawn, it's like, boom, there's another £15 down the drain. It's like, here we go again. It can become financially crippling fishing sometimes, and I'm sure people watching this will definitely agree with me. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm not going to sort of say I'm going to bed or anything like that, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of just, over the duration of the next couple of hours, like I've said to you before, I'm not going to do any video work, and I'm not going to do any social media. I don't even know if I'm not even that hungry, because I'm absolutely gagging to get a fish tonight. I normally do foodie bits for you guys, and I always do a bit of food, but I don't even know if I'm going to do that tonight, to be honest. And that's not me being boring, that's me trying to do everything in my power to catch a fish. If I see a show, I'm going to put rods on it later on, so I'm going to keep locked on. It's going to be a long night, I think. I'm going to keep setting my alarms, have little naps in between, and hopefully, just hopefully, I can pick up a nosser or one of the names. So come on the carp, and come on the OG fish and the OG fruit and nut. Get it there, son. Yes. Oh, buzzing, mate, absolutely buzzing. That was on the fruit and nut rod. Yeah, it's quite a good one. Look at that, mate. You can see I didn't eject my lead, which I'm a bit disappointed on there, but you can see the wafter with a little yellow topper coming out of its mouth there. So let's get her up and show you. Come on, the fruit and nut. Yes. Oh, but hey, there it is. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. But what a lovely way to start this quick sort of session up here at Longbridge. You know, it's a lake double that. Haven't weighed it, but nice fish. Absolutely over the moon, and hopefully this is the first of many. That fell to the OG Fruit and Nut wafters, our new wafters with a tiny little yellow topper on, and yeah, that's what done the do. So thank you very much. Here's the many more to come. Thank you very much, Mr. Mirror. And if you look at him there, he's actually got one single scale on him there, so if anybody's seen that fish before, that'd be interesting. Oh, happy days. Thank you very much. Let's see you off. Lovely, thank you very much. Boom. All rods back out on the money, topped up with a little bit of bait there. Hopefully that doesn't kill it, and they keep coming now, but I'm so glad I've had one. And it's always nice to get off the mark, you know, to know you haven't blanked. And I've been struggling this winter. It's probably been a very hard winter for me, to be honest. I've definitely done better. Normally I have been in my prime in the winter and I've absolutely smashed lakes apart, but this winter it just hasn't happened, and I hold my hands up to that. So yeah, it's nice to get the ball rolling up here quite early on, although I would have liked them early on when I sort of saw them over the spot. But it sort of says to me that they're out there and out there feeding, they're willing to have a go. So like I said, hopefully I'm in for a bit of a night shift. But now to lock back onto the water, oh, there's a beep. Right, I've got a fishing back there just in a minute. Well, strangely that didn't turn into anything. Maybe it's just a liner, again, fish out there having a feed. That would be nice. But yeah, coffee's on the go now, as you can see down here, the Parker Brothers kettle. No Garibaldis this evening because they sold out. Gutted, absolutely gutted. Come on, bobbins. Oh, it's lovely out here now. It's actually quite warm. It's a real mild evening. Really mild evening out here. The wind's cut off, as you can see. It's sort of flat calm out there, as you can see. Come on, Ben, wake up. As you can see. Yeah, no, it's flat calm out there, as I can see. But yeah, and that's that other rod down here. Look, I don't want to go too close to the head torch because I'm fishing quite close in. But yeah, coffee needed, fish, come on. Wow, I wasn't going to do food, but now I am. So, smoky barbecue rice. I had one of these the other day and it was quite nice, to be fair. First time I had them. They're about £1. Saw this in there today, reduced. Terrible lighting situation there, because I got my head torch on. Yeah, 49p that was, like turkey breast chunks. There's not many of them though in there, as you can see. There's some diced chorizo as well, which is banging. I've done this before. But yeah, ridge monkey as well. I'll pull that down, pop that on there. Good friend of mine got me this. I appreciate that, you know exactly who you are. So and also look at these bad boys, proper black pudding there. So I might actually have some black pudding and fry that off after. So let's get this fired up and see what concoction I can come up with tonight. I don't know what is the matter with me lately. I seem to do this every time. So I had the result to this again, and anybody who's watched previous vlogs will know I've used this mug in the past. This is like my go-to when I forget my mug, but I forget my mug every time I go. So latte in there, concoction in there. Just a bite, please. Look at this, mate. Look at that. Chorizo infusing the rice there. Just call me Gordon Ramsay's cousin, mate. Look at that, mush. Lovely jubbly. That's what I like about a ridge monkey as well. You just flip them upside down. Banging. Ooh. Stay. That's the final product. That's better. Look at that for lighting. Oh, lovely. So I'm going to tuck into this. That'll warm the cockles and definitely fill a hole. I wasn't hungry earlier at all, but now, like when you sit there and you've had a fish, you completely change the mood. So it's quite quiet at the moment, but hopefully they switch back on again. Right, wow, that was absolutely amazing. But I'm going to finish off with one of these. I'm trying to watch my weight at the moment, lose a bit more. go back on my whole diet thing. But yeah, these are absolutely banging. They're really, really nice. These are the birthday cake ones. 90 calories, but just for something sweet after when you've eaten something. I blame my mum for that, but I've got to have something sweet, and these hit the spot lovely. So if you haven't tried them, definitely go out and get yourself a box. Me and T indulge on boxes, but definitely worth a try. Let me try and flick my main light on. Look at that. There you are. See the rods out there now. Excuse me, crikey. And there's the other one. Right guys, wow, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I've just had another one in the net. I'll show you in a second. It's only a small one, but that's what's been doing the do. I had 2 bream as well. I've been up most. I'm pretty tired, you can probably tell by my voice. Little OG fruit and nut wafty there with a little fake topper and a little bag full of 3 washed out. What I've done is I've just patted them with a tea towel to get them dry, and then quickly put them in the mesh bag, and then out that goes. So let's get this rod out. Right hand rod's out. That rod just took out both rods. I've just done the right hand rod. Now time to do the left down the back. Hopefully get them both well. This one on the money. I'll see you in a bit. There it is, fish number 2. Like I said, not a massive one, so I'm just going to let him go. Off you go, mate. Wrong way. Off you go, mate. Don't want to go this one. Lovely, happy days. Right, so 7:30, and it was a strange night. Sort of after that 2 o'clock, carried on watching the water, and not a lot really happened, to be honest with you. Saw one splosh out sort of just off the island, just to the left of the spot, as you do when you sat there after having that fish. So it was probably about an hour on after that, to be fair, and then nothing through the night. And then this morning, laying there in bed, I've had beeps consistently. I had 1 beep, weird, left hand rod. 10 minutes later, another single beep. 10 minutes later, another single beep. I think it was 3 single beeps in the end, and then in the end, the rod just absolutely melted off. Jumped out my thing, pulled over, cranked into it. Took me on a right Mary dance. I had to pass the rod round the tree a second ago, and then it stripped like 20 yards off me, and anyway I managed to get it up. Big old orangey thing it is, like a ghosty. Yeah, well happy, and it's in the sling in front of me. So what I'm going to do is in a second, guys, just get her out and let you know, and sort of, well, probably weigh it as well and see what it weighs. And it's a beautiful fish, it really is, and I'm absolutely over the moon that I nicked one. It's not the big one, but it's a ghosty, and everybody loves a ghosty, so happy days. And the fruit and nut again, doing it again. It seems to smash it apart up here, and it certainly hasn't been letting me down the last sort of, well, this session up here in particularly, and a lot of other people that fish in particular water. So like I said, I ain't gonna waffle. I'm gonna get this fish out now and go from there. Happy days.
Tom's had it out recently at 22. So
Yeah, it's just over 22. Just over 26 on there. It's £4. 26. So did you give that 26 and a half? Oh no, yeah, it's just over 26.
Just over 26, yeah, but 26.
So 4 is bang on 4 wet, that is. So what's that? 26 and a half, so that's 22 and a half, just over 22 and a half. So 22. 22.8.
Yeah, 22.8.
Nice, mate. Buzzing. Right, sweet. Let's get her up and see if she's good to me, eh? Look at this, mate. Look at that. £22.8 of an absolute bar of orange gold, isn't it? Look at that, mush. Well, like I say, I'm over the moon. I love a ghosty anyway, I really do, guys. And to and to nick one on this sort of quick session. And a 20-pounder. That looks like this. Yeah, no, blown away. Thank you very much, Longbridge, again. And what a place to get a bite. It's winter form up here, guys. If you haven't come down, you definitely need to come down. It's just a beautiful lake all round. It really is up here. And what a fish. What I will do is, I'm going to quickly show you the other side. And like I said, this did fall foul to the OG fruiting nut, a little dumpy dumbbell, little wafters. We're going to be bringing out and coming to the website very soon with a tiny little bit of yellow on top of that. And that is the other side, again, just as beautiful. Again, it's got some real orange in it, this fish. It's just, yeah, lost for words, I'm not going to lie. There you are, let's get it back. Thank you very much, Mr. Ghosty, orange ghosty. Enjoy. That's the one. Follow him off. Well, what I did tell you yesterday, guys, is a gentleman called Kieran, and a local guy up here, comes up here a lot, and to be fair, he's been flicking through his photo album and he's had most of all the good ones out of here. Was it part of Big Common, mate? The Scarden and the Big Common? Yeah. But part of that, like I said, I've seen the pictures, and he's had some really good fish and smashed it up here over the winter period. So what I will do is, guys, I'll put his Instagram or social media up on the top of the screen now, so you can go check him out. But he's actually got a fish in a sling, so I've just literally quickly nipped round the corner and I'm going to show you it right now. So you join me here with Kieran, guys, and he's, look at this, look at it, proper character. I'll just get the camera moved up there. Proper character. So how did it, obviously it just ran off because I heard it.
Honestly, I just sat there, obviously I just heard your rod go off. Yeah. And again, I got a couple of beats, look round, and the rod's arc round to the right with this little scaly banger on there.
Yeah, mate, really is. It's got some beautiful little starburst scales up the back there in it. It's got a sort of a gnarly scar there on it. Proper old thing it is, but mate, fair play to you. It really is, isn't he? Look at that dorsal up on the back there. Lovely. Fair play to you, mate. Let's get her back. Yeah. Wow, so another thing I didn't tell you guys is obviously Nick was coming down today. It was planned. We've had it in the diary for a little while, and yeah, he's just come up and he's brought the goods with him. So me and Kieran here now, we're going to be stuffing our face with McMuffins, and diet's gone out the window. So yeah, thank you very much, Nick, as always, mate, always bringing the goods, and I'm looking forward to a session today with Nick, and hopefully I've got till probably around 5ish, I think it is today, so there's plenty of time to nick a fish, and hopefully Nick can nick a fish as well. So right, McDonald's time. I'll see you in a bit. I'm just sat here with Nick, and a fish is just shown right off the back of the spot there, and I mean literally half a rod length off the back. But the good thing is with this, guys, is if a fish is feeding on a spot, it doesn't always mean to say it's going to come directly up on where that is. What you do find is sometimes fish will be feeding, but they'll actually show a rod length off the spot as they turn. So that's got the little heart pumping, I tell you. Wind's starting to build up again now, although this morning, like you said, there was no chop on the water whatsoever. But that there is very reassuring, and hopefully that means there's fish down there having a little munch. Come on the carp. Right, well, it's just gone 20 past 10 now. It's probably about 10 minutes on since the last clip, since I've seen that show. And what I've done is I've just thrown, just in close, some washed out fruit and nut over the top, which sort of moves me on to the next thing really, and that is to touch on my bait scenario this particular session and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, which again I'll touch on in a little bit more depth in a second. And also in this particular video I've been working with a company called Bank Ready Tackle that make rigs as well, which is quite interesting. And on the last vlog, actually, you would have seen on there as well, and I gave people an opportunity. And what I'm going to do is, it's going to be two. I'll probably do it. It's going to be two. I've got 2 boxes I can give away, and I'm going to give them away over the duration next month. And so later on in this video, there's going to be an opportunity to get your hands on, basically, where is it? They're just one over it. Let me flick one open for you. Bear with me. Right, so there they are. In there like that. This is the Ronnie box. So I think there's 10 Ronnies in there. It comes in a beautiful little case there that you can clip back. Lovely, nice and secure. So when you're on the bank, you're ready to go straight away. There's no problems. But later on in this video, I am going to be giving one of these away to one of you guys watching it. So stay tuned, and again, I'll touch on that in a little bit. So moving on, I'm going to sort of touch on the bait now and exactly what I've been doing. Right, wow, there's the first mix. Let me grab a chunk of this then and let me show you what's going on. Right, so if I'm honest with you, this is my mix from last week. I was actually filming up linear, and this was the leftovers. I reckon I had probably just over 3 kilos of this. What is it? There's magic dust on there, probably a whole bottle of the sauce in fruit and nut. I've got some 10ml OG fish, some 10ml OG fruit and nut. There's some 40ml, and there's also some dumbbells in there as well. So a very big mix of pretty much all of our lines of boilie there. I love fishing the two together, I really do. And this particular mix was one where I had that ghosty this morning. That was over this. I mean, what I've done is, and the only difference is what I've done is on the island spot, and I'll touch on that now, getting that off my fingers, is this. So all I've done here is washed out some OG fruit and nut. There's the 14s there in the 18mm dumbbells, and the reason for that was I wanted to bring slightly bigger baits up because I do not like, and I've got nothing wrong against bream, but it's just not my cup of tea, especially this time of year when it's cold anyway. I want to be catching carp and not be getting woken up by them, so sometimes that helps eliminate the problem, being that it's a slightly bigger bait. So what I've done is, prior to coming fishing, I actually forgot to prep my bait this particular session. So what I'd done is I took a bag out the freezer in the morning, scorched them with boiling hot water, and then when they actually go, look, they mulch up absolutely beautiful. And then what my views are on this, the fish think it's been in the water say 48 hours, and they're a little bit well, they're a lot more easy to drop down on it than they would if you were fishing marbles. So that's my theory behind that. So that's my island bait, which again I had the one on last night, and that one there, the mixture of the two with the magic dust in it as well, with the sauce and the fish and the fruit and nut combined, was with the ghosty spot. So I've probably went through, I've probably got 5 kilo bait with me, and that's all I've got left. So I've probably got about 1.5 kilos of that left, and then whatever's left in there. So I've went through a bit of bait. They do love their bait in it, they really do. So there it is. That is exactly what I'm doing. Very quickly, guys, that is our OG fruit and nut sauce, and that is what, so after scalding the boilies, I've actually covered them in this as well. I mean, you can see I've used pretty much a whole bottle there, and it works absolutely fantastic, and it makes the bait better than it already is, being that it's a liquid food sauce and not had any bulkers put in or anything. It's absolutely great, this stuff. So there it is. That is literally everything I've put in the mix. Little update. 11:30, and to be honest, for me and Nick, it has been quite quiet. We've been sort of sat here, seen a few fish show, and I've sort of acted upon that straight away, and obviously put rod on them straight away. Literally lead on the head, absolutely perfect, nice crack as well. Little single hook baits just to try and sort of induce a bite, if you like. But yeah, honestly, quite quiet, and I wasn't expecting it to be this quiet. I thought, sort of as through the night, and obviously having the ghosty this morning, I thought, is it going to switch on? The only thing I would say has occurred, Nick had a weird bite earlier, but we both said to each other it was definitely a bream, because it's almost like sucked all his naturals from the hook bait itself, and it's just been, I think they've just been playing about with it on the bottom, which is a bit annoying, but keeping positive, and fingers crossed we can nick, one fish would be nice. I don't think it's been fishing great. Kieran, the gentleman that you saw in the video earlier, actually just had the one in the end, and this is, like I said, this is a guy that fishes it most weeks, he knows the lake inside out, and he said the other week he actually blanked up here as well, which is crazy, so I'm not the only one, because any of you guys know the last time I was filming up here, I met a gentleman called Alfie, little Alfie, real sound nipper he was, and I blanked myself, and he caught on OG Fruit and Nut, and that's definitely one not to be missed, guys. If you haven't seen that video, go over to the channel. Although I didn't catch, it's lovely to see the younger generation catch fish. It really is, and it means the world to me, and especially going over there and catch on our bait. That sort of knocked the nail on the head and made it even better than it is. But anyway, I'm waffling now, but I'm going to keep in the loop if I catch anything. We're going to keep locked onto the water now. That's the plan of action. And again, if the fish show us to do something, or if we keep seeing fish show the other side late, then me and Nick will go over there and we will catch them. We'll do everything I can. So there it is, and I'll see you in a bit. I honestly don't know where the time's gone. Myself and Nick have been chatting for the last duration of the last couple of hours, to be honest. Again, been chatting, but also been watching the water. I have been seeing fish, and I think they're harping the water. So what you've probably been finding is that rod there. I've been playing about with it now for, again, a couple of hours, playing about with zigs. And to be honest, it hasn't been great at the moment. I've been trying. I think they're definitely harping the water, but at the moment I can't buy a bite. But I'm going to give it another couple of hours or an hour or so, and then probably the horrible bit where I've got to pack up and obviously head home. But what a 24-hour session it's been here at Longbridge Lakes, and I'm over the moon that I caught that ghosty this morning. But there's always time for one more. Wow, not long left now, but as promised, like I said at the sort of earlier on in the video, I was going to give away some of the bank ready tackle. Now this, like I said earlier, this is a box of 10 Ronnie rigs, all bespoke made by hand. They're absolutely lovely. Card in there. You get a nice box, pins, and some little hook sort of pots at the end there, or for your bait beads or whatever. Quite cool, and it's actually a really nice box, good quality as well. That all pins down nice. So how do you enter? And very quickly, just touching on Bank Ready as a business. So who are Bank Ready? They're a sort of an up and coming brand, very similar to Parker Baits, but they're an up and coming brand. So how Matt's put it across to me is they're a sort of a business that for people that haven't got time, whether that be because they're working all the time, or whether they're on the bank and ultimately they don't want to be making their own rigs. So what he's done is he's made them and done them for you, so when you are on the bank you can utilise the time fishing, getting rods out in the water ASAP as soon as you get there, and not have to sort of faff about, if you like. And I think it's a great idea. I do like making my own rigs, but I get the concept, and I think like I said, it is a really is a good, fantastic idea. So that is it. Bank Ready tackle, and a bit more of an insight on them guys. Go over to their social medias, check them out. They're on Instagram and Facebook, and like I said, a real nice bunch of lads. So the way to enter for this is down below, guys. In the comments you've got to type in Parker Baits Bank Ready. So Parker Baits Bank Ready. So them words in the comments down below, and what I'll do is then I'll get them words, I'll put them in a random comment generator, hit the button, and whoever's name come out, I will send them this free of charge. So there it is. Get commenting down below, and I'm looking forward to, in a sort of over the duration next few weeks, picking the winner. And yeah, good luck all who enter. But for now, I'm going to sit back for the last sort of an hour now, guys, I think, and I'm going to slowly start packing down now, and be nice to nick one, it really would, but if I'm honest, I'm not feeling the most confident because that wind's sort of coming over and it's all sort of sun's up, conditions are up and down. I've tried zigs, they haven't worked, so what does Ben do now? I don't know. So there it is. I'll see you in a bit, because that is me done and my session here done at Longbridge Lakes. It was just, like I said, just over 24 hours in the end, but I'm glad I managed a couple and a fruit and nut, doing it again as per usual, and I can't push that enough. They seem to absolutely love it in this particular lake. So that's it for this week, guys, and if you have liked this video, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and I'll see you same time next Sunday, 7:30. All the best. Peace out.